Happy sober anniversary to all of my divine loves and my divine loveheads. Cheer me. You guys, the energies that's coming out, and let me take this moment, you guys, to give a moment of silence. We're going to give a moment of silence, if you will, for all of those who are still struggling right now to not pick up a drink or a mood changing chemical, or struggling being so chemically dependent. Let's have a moment of silence for those who have actually died as a direct result of these acts here and this disease. Okay, in that moment of silence, we're gonna also give light and love to those who are celebrating today, along with those. Okay, so we're gonna send everyone light and love. All right, let's have a brief moment of silence, please, if you will. Thank you, guys. Jeffrey Williams, Kimberly, I'm hearing Kimberly Porter, Delonte Reeves, Kiona Knotts, Knots is what I'm seeing. Lowry Jeans, Lowry Jins from Southport, New Mexico, or something like that. Part of Texas that's trying to come through. Henrietta, Louisiana. Jack Leg is saying Jet Leg, Maurice, and Doris, and Kimberly. Iris, Iona, someone from Iowa. Iowa's coming through. Eye Candy from Iowa. Okay. Angelis, Julies. Okay. Those are the names that came through, you guys. What they mean to you. Now, what I see, you guys putting in a lot of work here, and your work is paying off with that great fortune and shmoney. That's what I see here. So a lot of you guys are very fortunate in the financial area, of course. Why? Because you gave yourself a simple pay raise. Yeah. You guys stopped paying somebody else's mortgage and started paying your own. Yeah, so in other words, you guys invested. They say the real charity starts at home. So you guys really you're making a difference in not only your child's life, your children's life, however, your children and your grandchildren. That's generational wealth, sobriety, for real. People don't know that. But that is the real generational wealth, sobriety. And, yeah. And what I'm saying is you guys are really holding yourself of high value to, mind, body, and spirit. So this is huge, okay? Some of you guys may work with children. It's coming out like that. You work with children, or you do some type of child career or something like that, and you guys work real hard, and they're going to give you something. They're plotting and planning some children to give you a beautiful celebration. Some of you guys expect it. Believe it or not. Yeah, some of you guys actually expect it. Because you're going to come in and the room is going to be empty. You're going to be like, wait a minute, what is this? What's happening? And then all of a sudden, voila, they might even put a letter down that's like unofficial. You'll see a letter run, down. And then you'll be like, okay, well, this is nothing. And then they'll jump out and say, congratulations, or this is beautiful because you guys are supported, and this is so lovely. So congratulations on your sober anniversary. Keep doing what you do, one day at a time, one step at a time. If it get real rough, 1 second at a time. Do you hear me? Now let's get into the nitty gritty. I see here some of you guys working really, really hard because you take pride in your parenting skills. A lot of you guys need to know, though, your parenting style, it may be the opposite of your parents, of course, right? But the backdrop for how you parent your children will always be your own experiences as a child, including any shame, fear, anger, or longings that you carry with you today or in and outside of your awareness, okay? Yeah. Let me tell you that again, you guys. Your parenting style may be the opposite to your parents, all right? But the backdrop for how you parent your children will always be your own experiences as a child, including any shame, fear, anger, or longings that you have carried with you in or outside your awareness, okay? From that time, exploring and underlining processes for why you feel and act the way you do as a parent, okay? Especially your relationship with your mother or father, okay, in childhood. It can be a powerful way to begin, talking or taking control. It could be a powerful way to taking control of these issues that you are currently struggling with as a parent. Because some of you guys are having tough time here, because I see crying, I see tears, okay? It is also important to consider the rich tapestry of your wider family history. I don't know, they want me to say that twice. It is also important to consider the rich tapestry of your wider family history, like grandparents and great-grandparents. They too carry their own hopes and fears for their children and themselves, all of which are part of you and your children's story. How do you imagine your family history has impacted you? Is a question that you guys want to really go through today, okay? Because a lot of you guys parent from the heart chakra, so it's a lot of healing that's taking place, and it's also necessary here because you guys have been crying and you've been feeling down and melancholy, and your worth is affected, and it's almost like you're back in your addiction because you're still allowing these fears to hold you back, to motivate these type of low vibe energies here, okay? Because when you start feeling fear, especially the unhealthy fear that allows you to have self-doubt about your parenting skills and your parent skills and all these things here. Oh yeah, and real tears. Okay, it's a lot going on there, okay? So that's what I'm seeing. And as far as you guys, the tears, that really hurts my heart and my soul. The tears have a lot to do with nonverbal speaking. The tears are nonverbal communication. You don't have to say anything. The tears roll out. People know that, automatically, there should be induced some sympathy or some type of empathy, at that time. But if you didn't have that coming up as a child, then, emotionally, you guys may, be stifled a little bit. To the point where some people be like, they can't cry, you know what I mean? Or it's too hard to cry, or holding back, stuffing emotions. So this has a lot to do with your emotional maturity. So that's what I see there. Yeah, so for some people, crying comes easy. Others, like I said, don't, because they don't want to make themselves look as vulnerable, okay? Yeah. But I think we all know the struggle is real. Whether it's inside, without, you know what I mean? The struggle is real, okay? Yeah, so they want you to ask yourself, when and how often do you cry, okay? And then ask yourself, when and how often do you cry, all right? And how safe do you feel when you do, okay? Because I'm feeling you guys. And then also reflect on your feelings, how your feelings were met coming up as a child by your parents, okay? And were your tears met with compassion, or were you ignored, shamed, or mocked, or just asked to simply toughen up? That's what I'm saying, you guys. That's where that issue is hitting home, okay? And it hit so much home until this particular family member, your sister or your brother, is not in the room right here. They're not even coming to this gathering that your children have put together for you guys because of this, okay? And they got the message, all right, that they were putting together this situation here. Yeah. But, this particular sister or brother that's not in the room at your, at your celebratory moment right now, they also have two feelings that their needs were not met as they were coming up. So they felt some low-key envy and jealousy. Some of you guys know this, okay? Yeah. Now, of all format of relationships, sister and brother relationships, are perhaps the most complex to explore. You may have, a sister or brother of the same sex or the opposite sex. You may have half brother and sister, or step brother and sister. You may be closer to one parent, who may be closer to one parent than the other, and you may be as well. Okay? And the same for them, okay? However, envy, jealousy, compassion, and sensitivity plays a role, okay? They're hugely affected, all right, by how you related to your brothers and sisters and your parents coming up. So they're telling you guys to reflect on your current relationship with your brother and sister right now, and how do you navigate these things between you today? Like, how do you navigate when you know that they're compassionate about being a certain way or feeling a certain way towards you guys, okay? Are you able to communicate with them at all, okay, about your childhood? And what do you notice or acknowledge when you do? And express the differences and similarities that were both in and out of your control as a child. What do you think you bring from your relationship to your sisters and brothers, okay? What do you bring to this world from that relationship? Did they input anything at all that could be conducive to your life today? Are the questions that remains for you to answer into, okay? Okay, so yeah. And how does that affect your relationship with everyone else today? These are questions that dismay, okay? So they are asking of you so that you can bring to life your self-worth, because you guys, that acting out on this unwanted fear is not what you call unhealthy fear, unwanted as well, all right? Is not cool, because you got the FEAR, false evidence appearing real, F everything and run, you know what I mean? Those type of things. So it's like this is playing hard and heavy on who you are and the worth of who you are, and it's bringing you guys down on today. At some point, you guys are feeling low, and I see the tears here, all right? Now, it really, this is really, really something here. Now, it could also be roles in reverse for some of you guys here. Some of you guys, it could be in reverse is what I'm hearing, because some of you guys, it is in reverse, because this is a general read, and it's crazy. And it's a minute few, though, but this is your child acting out in such a way that they are, their self-worth is, what you call their self-worth, or their, confidence have been measured by the amount of energy that was placed upon you recovering and going through your journey of life. Okay, this is how they were affected, and this is why I need to tell you, this is why they're not in taking part of this celebration, even though they have the message, they got the invitation, they got everything. Okay, it's because they're crying, because they feel that, and believe it or not, I'm telling you what I know here. This is interesting. You know how you think that you set a tone, that because you stepped out on faith and you know a whole different light and you walk this way. Well, what I want to tell you guys is they are suffering from addiction as well. Okay, so their fear is real fear about coming towards you. So that's why also they're not in the room, because this child has also hampered into the world of addiction. Okay? Yeah. And they don't feel like, well, you can imagine what they feel. Okay? And I'm hearing, because of the trauma, they're very confused. So on your beautiful day, just focus on the things that I shared with you guys as well, and just know this is why this sibling is not in a room. This sibling could also be the one that's experiencing their addiction, and they can't celebrate with you. Okay? And for some of you guys, my condolences, okay, on your sister or brother passing, because that is what I'm getting, and this is a minute few of you guys. So I'm getting like even 1% of you guys. The sibling has passed on through the addictions, and that's another reason why you guys are a certain way. And some of you guys really do have your siblings' children that you're keeping, to keep that memory. Oh, and you are so respected in the spiritual realm. Those of you who are, you are so respected. You are so loved. You are so honored in the higher realms. That's why you are very fortunate at this time. Please remember that. And congratulations again to those who are celebrating on this beautiful sober day. Now, let's see, May 24. Let me tell you guys, it's not by circumstance, accident, or coincidence that you got sober on this beautiful, beautiful day of May 24, okay? Numbers, signs, and synchronicities is how the higher realms speak to us, right? Yeah, so as it's done above, it shall be done down below. Numbers, signs, and synchronicities, all right? As it do from the birth date, expiration date, and all the little DNA codes, right? Yeah, so what that number 5 is saying to you guys with the month of May is that you will receive positive change from every dimensional level. You guys are multidimensional spiritual beings, whether you know it or not, okay? Again, this was not by circumstance, accident, or coincidence that you got sober on 5/24. That resonates with spiritual awakening that you prayed for. 5 and 4 equals 9. That means you're spiritually awakened and spiritually aligned, okay? And that's what that awakening came about and woke you up. But it didn't come by accident, circumstance, or coincidence. It came by that number 2. Now, when the higher realms speak through that number 2, it's telling you that whatever you're praying for is already on the way. You just need more faith. You guys prayed for this. And guess what? You held on to that faith. And guess what happened after that? That number 4 came. And when that number 4 is addressed from the higher realms. The higher realms is speaking through that number 4 so loud and clear as I heard the door, I heard a door shut. The higher realms is telling you that the angels are sending you everything that you need from 4 corners of the earth, 4 seasons of the world, 4 elements of the world. All 4 legs on the table. The higher realms is hearing your prayers and sending you everything that's so you can be stable. Because 4 has a lot to do with stability, all right? Exactly. So you guys, I'm trying to be clear with you. It was not by circumstance, accident, or coincidence that you guys are receiving positive change from every dimensional level, and you're going to receive some pocket change from the 3D level, okay, on your sober day. I can't make it up. As much as I see how you guys are so much family oriented and you love your children is what I see here. This is so beautiful. You're grateful for your children, and you guys are very much old souls, okay? You may be experiencing, moments of remembering about 2 of your lifetimes, okay? And the people I'm talking to right now, you guys are single, interesting. And what I'm also going to do is see what I have here. Okay, so I pulled this for you guys. You guys must create an invisible evidence box, okay? And that box, I want you guys to include in that invisible evidence box, all right? Every time you get evidence that there is a higher purpose, a higher realm, all right, or a God consciousness, if you will, every time you get evidence, keep putting that evidence in that box, okay? That is a message for someone today, okay? Create that invisible evidence. Create that evidence box so you can have the true existence of evidence, okay? Yeah, the invisible one that only you can see, okay? Just create it. Just keep stacking the information. All right? Okay, I'm going in the box and ooh, something jumped out there. I feel like I must follow and see what happens here. What is going on, you guys, okay? Yeah, it says if you cannot do the right thing today, make sure you guys are doing the next right thing. Bottom line, that is the closing for some of you guys here. Remember that, please, all right? And don't make any major decisions yourself, you guys. If you have someone to call them without making this major decision is what I'm hearing, because you guys have a situation where you have to verify before you live someone else's lie, all right? I can't make it up. This is where we must part ways. If life lasts and death pass, you will see or hear me again. Until then, you guys, parlay and peace be unto you and within. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to keep this spiritual message alive. 1. Thank you guys for supporting this channel. Thank you. You get 5 stars. You guys, please remember that there are scammers out there who actually take pictures, photos, and then some doppelgangers, you know what I mean? Some people out there scamming people and think that this life is a joke. But you guys, please wake up and don't be a part of that smoke. Listen, I do not reach out. I do not have Google numbers, or you would not see my picture attached. Well, you wouldn't see it from me, okay? Just know that there's scammers out there, okay? Please know that there's scammers out there. They'll do anything to slander a good thing. You guys should know that by now. All right, keep doing what you're doing. They already infiltrated on my channel. I see a lot of unworthiness that is really lack on their part, but it goes criminal to the extent, you know what I mean? So people are doing things of that nature, and it's sad but touching. But you guys, just keep your eyes and ears open for the scams, and just know that I be slams. Okay, I love you guys. 1. Peace out.